Hi, everyone. Long
Hello.
time no see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we're
I
back.
know. Yeah, we're back, and I'm trying to get myself together. but this is there we go. This is Roomies Review the Movies.
You did it.
I I did it right. I'm Lindsay. This is Maria. We are old college roommates. That Maria has been She has been doing reviews on movies for like the past 20 years, and I went to school for film. And so we are here today to discuss 1997's I'm Bout It.
Mm-hmm.
And Maria has never seen this movie.
This
So,
is my first time.
yeah. And
Although I have seen movies from Master P before.
yeah, yeah. Because I feel like everybody's seen I Got the Hook Up at this point.
Yeah, I got the hookup for sure.
hmm Yeah. But I'm About It is his first movie. It was a straight straight well, it wasn't DVDs back then, but
VHS.
yeah,
Yeah.
straight to VHS release. Um that came out in 97. That was around the time of his rise to stardom. Because he had
Mm-hmm.
been out for years before that, but he was independent for
Yeah.
some years. And this movie reflects his independence.
When did it make him say come out?
98.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it was 98 because it was on Ghetto Dope. Uh let me double check when did Ghetto Dope come out. The classic Ghetto Dope.
The classic. Yes. You could not
Oh
go
no no no.
anywhere without hearing that song.
Right. No, I take that back. It came out in 97. It came out September 2nd,
Okay. Okay.
97.
So just
So,
a few months after the movie.
right. So, but the single Make 'em Say came out in 98. Yeah,
Okay.
cuz that came out in January of 98. So,
Also, I apologize for my voice. We're hitting autumn, and that can do funky things. So,
yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. So yeah. 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 Now that I think about it, yeah, that makes sense because that was freshman year. Yeah, 97, 98. So,
mhm, mhm, mhm.
so yeah, we are going to try to review this movie because when I tell you this is one confusing movie,
Yeah.
yeah, and I saw it for the first time in high school, and I haven't seen it since until now.
Oh,
So
I bet you have a different takeaways now than you had then.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely some different takeaways. When you're a kid and you're not necessarily easily impressionable,
Hmm.
but when you're a fan, just
Oh,
a
for
fan of
sure.
everything.
Especially as a teen, like your
Yeah.
fan is like your whole personality for a while.
Right. Right. Exactly. Like, and everybody was a fan of Master P. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't meet a person that didn't like Master P
Hmm.
especially back then.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, the closer you get to Louisiana.
hmm and then on top of that, it's like he was underground. So if you listen to underground rap, like you were cream of the crop because you weren't like listening to what was on the radio.
Girls.
Yeah. So and especially watching this movie because it was at one point it was kind of hard to get your hands on this movie.
I can
Um
believe it because now it's only on YouTube.
yeah. So when I finally saw it, it was in Blockbuster. So I know the word Blockbuster. So but yeah, I rented it from Blockbuster. But yeah. And I was occupied when I was watching it because I was taking my braids down. So yeah, the little bits and pieces I did see.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is great. This is awesome. I have to watch it. So yeah.
I do appreciate that in this movie.
Mhm.
So I made a tweet. So like in the movie, we're following some drug dealers and stuff, and we actually see people like using crack pipes and things like that. Uh,
Yeah.
as opposed to like Tyler Perry, when they're using drugs in this movie, they're literally doing nothing at all, literally just
Right.
sniffing the air, like
Right.
all.
Right. Like they go out of frame.
Yeah, they go
Like
out
you
of
never see the
frame.
drugs.
No, you never see
You hear it, but
paraphernalia, right? But,
yeah,
and they
but
never specify what it is.
right, exactly.
It's just
Exactly.
drugs,
It's left up to your impersonation or your interpretation.
right?
But fun fact, the drugs were real.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The
Why?
drugs were real because
Just
we
use
keep it.
flour like everybody else.
They didn't apparently they didn't have a budget for flour, and we're talking
What?
about real drug dealers, so they're always gonna have
Oh
drugs.
my goodness.
Yeah. So why not record the dope fiends? All we got to do is pay them in rocks.
Oh my god.
All right, so this is like extremely loosely based on a true story.
Hmm.
And it is pretty much, I mean, and to sum it all up, it's pretty much Master P, what he was doing in New Orleans prior to him getting a couple of dollars to move to California to start the record label. And he was in the drug game, and with him being in the drug game, things transpired. It was him and his brother,
Hmm.
Kevin. Anybody that was remotely a fan has always heard the Miller boys say, "Rest in peace to my brother Kevin Miller." They all got the matching tattoos and everything. So, yeah. So him and his brother were in the dope game, and yeah, they were pretty much coming up in the game, and things were happening. Like,
As they do.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. I just, it's just hard to sum up or to sum up this movie because it's not a cohesive story.
No, yeah, like even looking through my tweets, like I don't have anything about like the
Yeah,
plot of what's going on, just
right,
the things that are going on.
right, and I hate to say it, but it's kind of worse than um what's his name? All Eyes on Me in
Oh
that
god.
regard. Because that was one of my critiques on All Eyes on Me. That was a bunch of movie reels.
Hmm.
And that's pretty much what I'm about it is. They put a bunch of scenes together and made a movie.
Yeah, it feels a lot like the rap albums at the time, because like you have your tracks and then in between you have skits.
Yes.
Hmm.
But the skits were better. um, they I mean, it's just pretty much them, dealing in New Orleans and excuse me, them being chased by cops. There was one cop in particular that was pretty much a menace. He, you know, unalived a couple of people, including the kid. Um,
He choked the child. I was like, oh my
yeah,
god.
that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Yeah, and the way that they shot it was like somebody was watching.
Yeah, like somebody was watching.
But
So I was like, is somebody watching?
right,
But I
but
guess not.
we never got any outcome on if somebody was watching
No.
or not. Because I'm like, somebody surely saw this. Like it was in broad daylight, and he was loud.
Yeah.
Was nothing was discreet about it. So
And have you considered that you're bad at your job?
yeah, he's extremely bad at his job. Um, he's one of those black detectives that is a prick. You know.
Like he is really hateful. Like it's
Yeah, yeah. He was bad.
yeah.
He was very bad. And then um he also was a cricket cop too.
Mm.
He's the reason why the brother got killed. You know, Then another brother, Silk, who went by Silk in the movie.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
because
because why change his name, right?
yeah, they need to know it's me.
Right, exactly. This is branding here, you know. Um, Silk got kidnapped. Yeah, he got a grown ass man got kidnapped.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, um,
It
uh,
happens.
yeah, it does. It does. It absolutely does. Um, shit. What else happened? They went to Mississippi. Like they got arrested in Mississippi.
Yeah, they
Uh,
had this whole pimp character who was.
yeah, he comes up. He's like the Grim Reaper because he comes up every time somebody's dead. Like,
He's coming to bring the comic relief after the tragedy
right, like he robs them after they're dead. You know,
because they don't need it anymore.
right. True. This is very true. What are they gonna do with a pocket full of money if they're dead? Can't spend it, right? Um, you know, Mia X is in the movie. We all love
Mhm.
Mia X. Um,
Yeah, Mia X, C Murder, and Max Hen.
yeah, oh yeah, we saw C Murder at the beginning. He was running. Um, Mr. Servon, he was in the movie. Mac 10.
Mm-hmm.
Mac 10 was in the movie. Um, Fun fact, Mac 10's character is supposed to be played by Nas.
Really?
Yeah. That's who they wanted at first was Nas.
I wonder
And
what
they
happened
had
there.
well, from what I saw was that they had a show in North Carolina
Mm-hmm.
and that's how they met Nas. But you know, they was pretty unhinged back then. So I mean he saw them and he was cool and they
Mm-hmm.
told him about it and he was just like, oh yeah, cool, that's what's up, blah blah blah. But when it
Mm-hmm.
came down to doing the actual movie, um, he wasn't available.
Mm.
Yeah. So but Mac 10 was.
Okay, well, there you
So yeah, Mac 10 was in it for like a minute. Um who else? Who else was in the movie?
go.
Sam
The
Tyrone.
movie is also pretty dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to see a lot of the things. There's like
Hmm.
one scene that has really good lighting,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's it. And
Right.
I don't know what happened. It felt like we had something here, and
Maybe
it
that was
didn't
the first one
continue.
they shot. I don't
Mm.
know. Or maybe it was the last scene they shot once they figured
Mhm.
things like
Right, right. They finally figured it out in time for the last scene.
right, right. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, child. Like this there's not too much to say like about
Yeah,
it because it's really bad at cohesion. Um,
right. There's not a cohesive story or plot really happening.
mhm,
Uh, like even the Wikipedia entry for the movie does not have a plot section.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, because
well, no,
we
it does. I'm so sorry, it does.
uh,
But this is the plot, okay?
okay.
Uh, the movie chronicles New Orleans through the eyes of Master P, growing up in the notorious Calliope projects. His brother, Kevin Miller, played by Anthony Boswell. Master P wrote, directed, and acted in the film. It was an independent release. That is not a plot,
At
okay?
all. At all.
That's just an about the film. That is
Right.
not a plot.
Right. Right. Like I think we all as a general public are confused. And I feel like I mean I mean this is my fault, so I'm sorry. But but I feel because like I was watching other people talk about it and they described it like how I used to describe it
Like
as a
you used
classic,
to.
as a hood classic.
Oh,
So
okay.
um yeah, and I feel like we felt that way for the reasons I've already, mentioned. Like
Mhm.
it was Master P, we all love Master P, it was underground, it was hard to get. and if you knew, you knew, like you was in the know, so yeah. But as far as like sitting down watching this movie, um yeah,
I
it's a
wouldn't.
hard watch. I'm not even gonna hold you. It is a
Yeah,
very hard
no.
watch.
Yeah, because again, it's very just story, barely any story, if any story,
Yeah, yeah.
connected by skits. And honestly, like we were saying earlier, I wish they'd lean more into the comedy because the comedy was actually pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Yeah.
was way better, much better quality than the drama side they were trying to do with the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's like y'all should really do this thing because you actually could rock it.
Right, right, right. And that's like how I said earlier before we start filming. Reason That's the reason why I think that they probably went the comedy route with the next movie, I Got the Hookup, and that one was actually a theatrical release. Because even to this day, like maybe well, no, you've already seen I Got the Hookup, but that one you can pull up, and you're gonna have your funny moments. I mean, it's still a silly movie, but you're gonna have your funny moments. Um, have you seen I Got the Hookup too?
No.
Um, well, it's not as good as the first one, but he did break a record with
Okay.
having the most people in a film. So like the most, not extras, the most.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he had like 100 and some people in the movie.
That's wild.
Yeah, and everybody got paid. So yeah,
Okay.
so that's cool. That's cool, but yeah, but
Everybody
like,
gets paid, everybody eats, unless you are with Ice Spice.
oh god, yeah, that I listened to that. That was horrible. That was horrible. She got her nerve, but yeah, we'll talk about that later. but um, but yeah, so I don't know, man. Like this movie,
So why did you choose this movie then? Why?
um, well, I have not seen it since high school, and it was nostalgia. It was solely nostalgia. You know what I mean? Because I mean, who doesn't like Master P? And, and even in 2024, you cannot like his music, but you definitely respect his grind and hustle.
Oh, he has a lot of charisma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, and I still like his music. Like I know people throw this word around a lot, but Ghetto Dope is a classic. You know, the Mr. Ice Cream Man is a classic. Those two albums are top tier.
Okay,
Um,
but the movie.
right, but that's what it is. I was leaning on nostalgia.
Mm, mm,
And then the I'm Bout It soundtrack.
Well,
The,
yeah, I mean,
the
that's all
I'm Bout
them.
It, yeah, the I'm Bout It soundtrack is great. It is a great soundtrack. He did those very well. So, um, hold on. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean those are the reasons why I chose the movie. But like I
Mhm.
said, I hadn't watched it since high school, and back then I did like it,
Yeah.
but like I've already mentioned, I mean you like pretty much anything that came out of No Limit back then. So,
All right.
but watching it now was a definitely hard watch. I'm not gonna hold you. It was definitely a hard watch. Um, and then this is post my training as well, so you're looking at things through a different eye
Mm.
after you being educated. And you're
Yes.
like, this is like not right, that's not right, why are we doing this doesn't make sense. So
The
it's
editing here, the sound,
yeah,
yeah.
like, yeah, and you respect the fact that they got out there and did it, but that's kind of where it starts and stops.
Yeah.
you know. Um, yeah, I mean, and there's not pretty. I mean, there's not too much to the story. Like they they were dealing in New Orleans.
Hmm.
Shit got shit got hectic. They had people, on their back. One of them being this crooked cop that was terrorizing them. Eventually killed the brother. They had his funeral, whatever. They didn't even like I especially with New Orleans, like we saw the second line, but it was like 2 seconds, and they barely did. It wasn't no dancing or anything like that. You just saw the
Yeah.
band. Like you would have thought that we really would have saw a legit second line. You know what I'm saying? Like hell, we in New Orleans and it's here. Why not?
You can get one
Yeah,
really easily. So I don't.
yeah. So or maybe in real life they didn't really have a full second line at
Maybe.
the brother's funeral. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But yeah.
All right. So do you want to move on to the rating system then?
Yeah, yeah, let's go on because I mean it's not too much to say about it,
No.
unfortunately. Maybe we need to pick another masterpiece film. I don't know.
What? Why would that be the conclusion?
I don't know. Maybe a redemption story. I don't know.
Sure. Which one would that be?
So we have our movie rating system: one, real trash AF; two, it exists; three, entertaining; four, great; five, a true classic. Maria, what say you?
I'm gonna have to give it a one.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give it a 1.5. Yeah. I'm just I'm just I'm just happy he got better.
Hey, that's how it should go.
Yes.
With
Yeah,
time, you should get better.
you should. You should.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that now would you appreciate if they were to redo the film?
No. What are you redoing?
If they were to rewrite the script and make it a cohesive story.
So a totally new and different movie.
I mean, telling the story
What
of
was
the
the
Miller
story
Boy.
though? Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
how would you remake what's happening here in a way that is still the same thing but yet improves it? I don't think that's possible.
Um I can definitely see them remake the film and make it a cohesive story. But they would have to take something specific out of the story.
Hmm.
Like maybe like the last lick,
Hmm.
right before he moved, or what led up to Kevin passing away.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah, more focus
yeah, they
on
would have to
one element.
definitely 100% focus.
Hmm.
Um, because just adding a bunch of shit and putting it together in a gumbo is not gonna work.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, but yeah, like if he wanted to take another stab at it, I'll watch. But we got to get some writers in the room.
yeah, we do.
Yeah, some professional writers. Um, but yeah,
All right.
yeah. So
Well,
that's all about it.
well, it is spooky season, so I'm looking through a list of films
Hmm.
for that. So, because we did Dune, and I want to do like the new Dune too, but it's Halloween, so
Yeah.
I say that, but it's September, but it's Halloween. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Right. Right. As soon as the pumpkin spice gets put on the shelves.
it's
Yeah.
Halloween.
Right.
It's Halloween until it's Christmas. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
But I'm sure you've seen the Adams Family and like Ichabod Crane stuff. Have you seen Beetlejuice? We did Beetlejuice, didn't we? Yes.
No, we did not do Beetlejuice, but
Oh,
I've seen Beetlejuice.
okay. Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Absolutely. Love
the
it.
movie.
I didn't watch
Mhm.
the TV show.
What?
Yeah. I love the movie so much. that I did not watch the TV show. Yeah.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
And then my friend Jess, who lives up in Ottawa, she was like, "You got to watch the show. You got to watch the show." And I was like, "Oh, I bet." I just never. I was like, I love the movie so much. I was like, "There's no way the show could be as good."
Hmm.
She burned every episode. It's like 120 something episodes on DVD and mailed it to me.
Oh
So I
wow.
absolutely had to watch it.
Right, right. The least you could do
And
is watch
yeah, yeah.
it.
Like how many hours of work? And like, you know, but so thoughtful, but it's so good.
Yeah.
You should watch it. Because
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was involving the same people. Um, I have a lot of critiques for the show and the creator and stuff like that, but it's a good show.
Mm, okay. I mean, it had to have been a good show for it to be on for so many years,
Yeah.
but it just was a different feel from the movie, and it didn't have Christy Swanson and Luke Perry, so I was like, no.
Yes, it is a different feel from the movie.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But it's still really good.
Mm.
What about Coraline?
I have not seen Coraline.
We'll do Coraline.
Okay. What's that on?
That's a great question. Oh, good grief. Let's see. Let's try Google.
What is this?
What is what?
Oh, Redbox.
Oh. Gosh, I
Yeah,
haven't heard about Redbox in a minute.
I know, right? Well, apparently they got streaming. Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah.
It is in the theaters here.
It's on Netflix. Oh, that's Japan though.
They brought it back to the theaters here.
Oh wow. Okay. It looks like it's not streaming for free anywhere though.
Mm-mm. Let me see. That's wild. They got it in the theaters.
Darn, Coraline, why would you let me down like that? That's funny. I wonder why it's in the theaters.
Because of Halloween. They bring stuff back for.
Oh, they do?
Hmm.
Oh, I haven't seen that out here.
Yep, yep. They bring stuff back. And it's the 15th anniversary.
Oh, that okay. Oh, that was my next question.
Hmm.
I wonder if it's the anniversary, right? Okay, so let's see. Wait, did we watch Goosebumps?
Did we watch Goosebumps? I don't believe so. Michael W is watching. He says, "Hello, ladies. Happy Sunday. Wait a minute. Y'all review about it. I got an idea who influenced this. LOL."
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
I did tell 8-bit animal about us watching this movie and he just laughed. So
Yeah. Whew. It was a movie.
yeah, it was a movie, it was on film and everything.
Yes. Yes.
It had a soundtrack, there were actors. Okay,
Right.
so Goosebumps 2015.
Okay.
It is for free on Tubi.
All right.
Because we did Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
We did.
We did? We didn't?
I don't believe so.
Oh my god. Okay, well that's gonna be the next one.
Okay. All
Now
right.
these are more contemporary movies.
Mhm.
But they are like kind of more kids movies. Sort of. They're still really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you can find them streaming pretty easily. So I just think it'll be fun to do some Halloween movies.
Okay. Okay. So that sounds great. So Goosebumps, the 2015 version, that's on Tubi. That'll work.
Yes.
That will work. All right. Yeah.
I know how much you love scary movies.
You know, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that bad.
Okay. Good.
And speaking of scary movies, I did watch The Deliverance,
That's
and it
scary
was not
for different
scary.
reasons.
Yeah, yeah, it wasn't scary. So,
It's not
um,
scary for the reasons it's supposed to be scary.
right, right. But yeah, I had my thoughts.
Yeah, because Glenn Close doing a sewing is frightening to me.
Well, I thought she was about to poke her in the head, but she didn't. So,
And that's why it's frightening.
right.
You were on pins and needles waiting for that poke. Hmm.
Yes, yes. But she was working at needles. Like they must have got a professional in there to teach her how to do it. I don't know. But yeah. Um yeah, like I mean, everybody acted their ass off.
Hmm.
Let's just put that out there. Everybody did the Lord's work with their acting. But it was just things that didn't make sense.
Hmm.
Like changing the character to a white woman that cosplays in black. Like I don't like there was no point in that.
Did you read his justification for that?
Oh yeah, that they're the fabric of the community. What community? I have no idea. I
Whose
don't even
community,
remember.
sir? Right?
Yeah, I don't even remember having a white person like that around me growing up. So
Yeah.
I whatever. But um yeah, yeah. People are pissed. People are
Like,
pissed.
I'm supposed to believe you regularly saw, a few white women here and there and doing sewings for their daughters. Or like, please.
Yeah, it was stupid. It was very stupid.
It's the same excuse he had when, the TV show Star. He did the TV show Star,
Hmm.
and people were like, "Why is Star not black?" Or why did we go this route? And that was the same.
Hmm.
I was like, "Why are you doing this?"
Yeah, like it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. I
It
mean, make your stuff as diverse as you want, but like, have it make sense. Like,
right, right. Let it be a reason. Let it be part
right,
of like the story. Because I get it's inspired by true events, and that is different from based on a true story.
right.
So you have a bigger creative license when it's inspired, but you have to make it make sense. Then on top of that, Omar Epps' character legit was pointless.
Mm,
It was completely pointless. So I'm thinking, and then he's only in it for like a couple of minutes. Like we talked about it on the ish we talked yesterday, and my cousin said that somebody on Twitter said that if you put all of his scenes together, it's like a minute 28 seconds or something
jeez.
like that. And I was like, I believe it. I definitely believe it. And I'm thinking like because everything's supposed to make sense that we was gonna see him at the end. No,
Everything's
nope.
supposed to make sense.
Yeah. No, it totally didn't make sense why he was there. 'Cause I'm like, okay, you're getting the Omar Epps here, and you only keep him for a couple of minutes, like, and then it doesn't make. Yeah, all right. So, um, so yeah, I mean, it was a few things that was annoying
Mm,
about the deliverance, but acting wasn't one of them. Because when I tell you from the kids on up, especially the youngest kid. That youngest kid, he gonna be a problem when he get older. Like he is amazing.
okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if for the acting alone, I would definitely say watch it, but it ain't scary. And I'm a scaredy cat. This is coming from a scaredy cat. It ain't scary. Um, and there's gonna be some shit in there that don't make sense. So, and you
Beautiful.
just gotta live with it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Lee Daniels. He's never really done too much that I liked a lot outside of like the first 3 seasons of Empire.
so you like season 2 of Empire?
I said he's never done anything that I liked a lot outside of the first 3 seasons of Empire.
That's what I'm saying. Like you like that season 2?
Better than the other seasons.
Really? I think season 2 was the absolute worst.
Mm. Well,
It,
it's hard to know, to be fair, because I didn't finish the show. Because after season
yeah.
3, I was like, okay.
Yeah. Um, a lot of people left after season two, or left during season two, I should say,
Hmm.
because it was that bad. They kind of started redeeming themselves
Yeah.
uh after season three. So, but
Yeah.
then
And
Jussie screwed it up for everybody.
he did. What was that about?
Yeah, he totally screwed up that show to where they didn't finish the show.
Yeah.
So
I still wonder what all that was about. I hope he's got a therapist, man, because like I don't know what was
he
going on
he's
with that
still he's still leaning on the fact that or not the fact. He's still leaning on the illusion of him being innocent. So,
guy. All right.
do you know how many times he could have done his time? Like, oh, it's so stupid. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And a lot of Lee Daniels stuff is Black women suffering. And I'm just like, okay,
yeah,
that's enough. For me, he's Tyler Perry with better wigs.
yeah, you did text that.
Yeah.
That is funny. That is funny. And the wigs are wigging.
Hmm.
Because Glenn Close character wears wigs and they look good.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I just, you know, when
Yeah. There was a picture going around of him, Tyler Perry, and Kenya Barris with like the Who Asked You Entertainment crew. Like,
yeah. Well, now what's the gripe with Kenya Barris?
Okay, so have you you ever see his show on Netflix?
Black AF.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it was not good.
Yeah, I didn't get a season
It was
two.
real bad. And like, oh, I didn't even make it
He's
through
not an
the
actor though.
well, it's not even that's not even the problem. It was the writing. The writing was really bad. And like some of his politics as well reflected in the writing. Didn't make a whole lot of sense. He does a lot of what feels like performing or educating about blackness to white people.
That's
And
definitely does.
and you can see it in almost every single show that he does.
Hmm.
And it's just like, okay. And then also he does seem to have like a preference for light skinned people. Yeah,
I
he's
thought that
a
he
little
was just.
going on.
I thought it had something to do with his wife. Like he was just.
Then yeah, it might have something to do with his wife.
Yeah,
Like, you know.
yeah. That's the way I took it because they're all loosely based on his life.
Hmm.
So that's the way I took it.
Why are
Because
they all loosely based on your life? Do we have another story to tell?
right, right. So, talk about your time on America's Next Top Model. Like, let's do a fictional show about that.
Yeah.
You know. Um, but yeah, he does do a whole lot of black splaining.
Yes.
Uh, and it is annoying as a black person. And
Mhm.
I was
'Cause
not
then you're like, who is this being made for?
right. And I'm probably one of the few people that wasn't a fan of Blackish. Like I didn't watch
Mhm.
it. So there's probably like about 3 episodes I watched.
Mhm. Yeah, the first few seasons, you're like, oh, this is great because at the time we were having like a whole lot of black stuff on television, especially not like black families in that kind of way. Like, we didn't have those sitcoms anymore at the time.
Hmm.
So, and his point of view was definitely different and refreshing and funny compared to everything else that was available.
Hmm.
But then, after a while, you start to see him lean on like the same kind of tropes or whatever, or the same kind of things. And you get to that point where you're like, who is this being made for?
Hmm. Right. Right. Because then you have Blackish, and then you have, what is it,
Mixed,
Grownish, Mixed It.
grownish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then Black AF.
Yeah. And that, oh, so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, it wasn't for us. We already black as a. So.
Right. And it just seems, I don't know. It just seems like sometimes he's trying to prove something,
Hmm.
which you don't need to. I
But what is it that he's trying to prove?
don't know, but it seems like when somebody's like just trying very hard, it's
Uh
like
huh.
you could just relax a little bit. It actually is not that serious. You don't have to try and prove.
Right. Right. I gotcha. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, who is out here that is a not even a great, but a decent filmmaker or TV producer
Oh, I mean, there are quite a few of them. I mean, like just
that are
like
very successful?
that. Well, what do you mean by successful?
Well, extremely popular.
Well, I mean, I don't know their names, but I know their products, right? And
Hmm.
that's also a decision that they make. Like, are you going
Hmm.
to know my name or are you going to just like know the things that I've done?
Right. Right. Yeah. So let the work speak for itself.
Right.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know,
Yeah.
but
That's all right. All right.
yeah.
But where can we find you online, Lindsay?
Well, you can find me everywhere at L_Renell and on my other podcast, The Ish We Talk, where me and my cousin talk about various topics.
Hmm. I'm
Uh,
looking forward to what you guys are going to say about the debate next Tuesday.
you talking about Tuesday in a couple of days?
Hmm.
I did not know it was coming up.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would definitely be on the docket.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, where can we find you?
You can find me pretty much anywhere. And if I'm there, you'll find me at Valor More Dollars. That's VALARMOR dollars. I'm also on another podcast with five other Black women where we talk nerdy, geeky tech things. So you can find us over there. And we have fun. It's at Nerdgasm Noir. So join us there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still cracking up at the name on. Name on.
Name.
Name on.
We have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a real cute podcast y'all have.
Well, thank you. We try.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're doing some things.
Right. Right. So yeah. So this is episode 60 of
Yes.
Roomies Review the Movies. Thanks for hanging in there with us for this I'm About It review.
You're right. I know you guys were looking forward to it so bad,
I know,
So
right?
here we
It
are,
was just
very in
on
demand.
pins and needles, right?
Right?
Right. So we will see you guys for episode 61 with Goosebumps.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye.